This is a PowerPoint on Quest Mage, one of the most toxic decks in Hearthstone history. Before we get into the rest of the video, I want to talk about the fact that when Quest Mage was nerfed, Alec Recco got multiple threatening DMs. We had always joked that Quest Mage players were bad people, but being proven right is a bad thing. Get better, Quest Mage players. Now, the original way to play the deck was to use APM. This was the way the deck worked for a long time, but eventually Sorcerer's Apprentice got nerfed, with Ignite Mage being too strong in the meta, so it fell off significantly, that style of play. Then we had Giant Mage. Giant Mage was very similar to how Zarimi worked in the past, where you would play a bunch of giants, and then you would play the quest reward to let the giants effectively attack on that same turn. This had a fair amount of counters, namely being taunts and Vine Shield taunt minions, or just secrets, because you weren't going infinite with the quest, so you could not get around secrets like you could with Infinite Quest in the past for a long time. Then we had Grey Sage Parrot. Grey Sage Parrot was the first card that would truly go infinite with the quest. It was incredibly degenerate. It got nerfed to cost 6 or more, but this did not last long because we got Ramath eventually. Ramath would do the same thing. It would keep repeating the quest over and over again. Then Galactic Protection Orb came out, which would, again, add recursion because it's 2 legendaries rather than just 1. It's also a spell that you can draw easily to get more ways to copy the quest over and 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 over again. And it was very degenerate. It made a lot of people upset. A lot of people hated the game because of it. But eventually it got nerfed, right? Psych! Yeah, so the deck is still currently playable at top legend. You just play it with a more APM style or OTK finisher with the quest rather than the infinite turns. Now that you have Reverberation, you can actually copy Sorcerer's Apprentice to make it cost less a lot more easily, and then you can play Ignite, you can play Flamewaker, you can play Antonidas to kill your opponent. You have multiple flavors. This style is quite good, yes, but it is infinitely more interesting than the old version of the deck. In conclusion, the old Infinite Turn Quest Mage was boring. There is no other way to describe it. It was pretty good, yeah, but it was just boring. It made a lot of players genuinely quit the game because they hated playing against it so much, because you would just hit your opponent in the face for 5 damage a turn, and then you would take 30 turns, and eventually you would kill them. That being said, if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me how much you hate Quest Mage down below. I'll see you guys next time.
Alright, repeat after me. Subscribe. After me. Repeat after me. Subscribe. After me.